Part 3 here, Biblical Israel. When you really truly look at the writings of Paul, you'll see that that man told the truth, because what we have today in front of us is the same thing that has been plaguing us all along. Israel, you know, the ones that Yahweh divorced. He actually gave them a bill of divorcement and then turned them over to the nations. Israel has had a habit of substituting their own righteousness and calling it Yah's righteousness. That's what religion and that's what Christianity is doing. It is actually substituting Yah's righteousness for their own righteousness, calling what they do righteousness, and they're presenting the same thing that Cain presented to the Father in the very beginning, what they wanted, rather than what was required. And when you look at the Bible, it's hard to miss the fact, if you're a student of the scriptures, that righteousness comes by the law. I mean, you have to have obedience in there somewhere. But hey, I am trying my best to cry out to you people out there, for those of you who have the ears to hear. I'm going to tell you right now that my attitude, my demeanor, my perspective, and my mentality is really along the lines of my ancient ancestors, my biblical family. Nehemiah, David, Moses, Joshua, Caleb, along those lines like that. Jesus, Paul, and all them. I'm a very passionate man, and I have a zeal for Yah. And I'm not without knowledge either. But I wish that you would really truly get clear of this matter, because if you don't wake up out of this deception, it's going to be a rude awakening for you when this breath go out of your body. Because after all, your pastor, your mama, your daddy, all of them, they can't save you. There's only one Savior and deliverer for Israel. And here's another deception. What makes you think that you can continue on in your own personal culture, your own personal heritage, which your natural family on this earth has given you, and think that if you're going to be an Israelite or want to be or convert to being an Israelite, that you have no requirements of change on you whatsoever at all? You are seriously deceived. I mean, after all, what does America tout more than anything? You know, they're talking about illegal immigration and stuff, and the Republicans are literally raising hell at the mere fact of legalizing all of the Mexicans that have come across the border. And it's amazing. First of all, we live on stolen ground. We didn't take this land by conquest. Most of you believe that we took this land, or it was given to us peaceably, because of the lies American history has journaled and given to you. But we took this land by lies and deception. We took these lands by falsifying. We took these lands by rape, robbing, murdering, and killing. The white man did. That's how he took these lands. He actually took another people from another world, or let's say another piece of land across the Ethiopic Sea, which is now called the Atlantic Ocean, or the Ethiopic Ocean, which is now been redefined as the Atlantic, and placed them over there and made the blacks build America off their backs, and subjugated them. And not only that, tore families apart, ripped babies from out of mothers' hands, raped the slave women, and made mulattoes. And of course, go read Deuteronomy 28. You'll see it clear as day if you just read it and see what would happen to a people when they choose to disobey their father, when they choose to disobey their God. And that's fitting the bill of my people. And so now we're in a time where Israel is returning. The real true biblical Israel is returning back to the fathers. And Yah's put a spirit in me to help raise up not only my people first, but then to everyone who will hear. Because Yah's no respect of persons. Everyone that fears him and worketh righteousness with him is accepted with him. Now, you're going to get 1,000 other people that's going to simply just disagree with that. They hate that, can't stand it, don't want to hear it. That's fine and good. That's their prerogative. I don't care. It makes no difference to me. But don't some of you just misjudge this series right here because you don't know who I am as a person and you know nothing about me. You need to get clear first on the truth and see what I'm saying. And one thing you're going to find out, that even though this truth is painful, that's why we call the ministry the University of the Painful Truth. You're going to find out that this man hasn't lied to you. I'm not your mom and daddy, and I'm not your religious institutions, nor am I your higher learning institutions that have taught you fairy tales and lies. This man has told you the truth and told you the truth straight away. I know truth is a hard pill to swallow, but you need to take it. especially you really truly want to be delivered. Now, hey, you can choose to stick your head in the sand and live in deception and act like that you're the people without submitting to biblical terms, biblical laws and rules. But hey, that's your prerogative. You got one life. Hey, do it whatever way you want. I wouldn't advise that. I can't live life and do it my way. My life is in total service to the Father. I'm in exile to the Father. And I don't have, what you call roots in this land right here. I won't have that until the Father comes. But I know that a lot of this, what I'm saying, is painful. And like I said, we're going to get to the other nations, how that they can be Israel as well, which most people would disagree with, and I don't care what they disagree with. But that's why we have vigorous, open discussion and debate, so we can all get to the root of the matter. We'll be back here with part 4 of who are the real, true biblical Israelites, history and everything else, the fallacies, and we'll go on from here. Y'all be encouraged.